What a lovely pink Bang & Olufsen A1. I bought this from eBay. It was £42.50. It came fully boxed, which is nice. And it was sold for spares repairs, working, but makes a horrible farty sound. So let's just test that, shall we? How do you turn it on? Like that. Oh, Jesus. That is a horrible farty sound, isn't it? So, I mean, I don't know. It looks like it's been dropped to me, because that there is not as close as that there, if you know what I mean. It looks like... Oh. And I can hear something rattling around, which is never a good sign. So, yeah, definitely been dropped. Right, let's figure out how to get into this thing. Oh, nice. Looks like a T10 to get into it. Yes, it is. And it looks like we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 screws to remove. And while we're doing this, take it away, voiceover Steve. Thanks, Steve. I believe in you. This week's Holy Hand Grenade patrons are Tidder, Ellis Garbett, Jamrag Berlin, Oz Newton, Wanjockey, Markovitz 19, 60 Does Stuff, right, and Western and Sons. Thanks for all your support. Oh. Let's get back to live performing Steve. Okay. Well, it was relatively easy to get into. And what was rattling? Well, I suppose before we go poking around, let's disconnect the battery, which I'm assuming is this fella right here. Where was the rattling coming from? Oh, I can still hear it, but... Oh. Okay, one of the posts is broke there. Well, that's not great, is it? And it does look like someone has used some sparkly hot glue. So I think this has had a prior repair attempt. Damn. Right, there's definitely something in there. Right, we're going to have to take the rest of this apart, I think. It must be something underneath. I suppose if ever needed to replace the battery, it looks like it's quite straightforward. So you've just got a little bracket with 3 screws. And I presume you can buy aftermarket batteries. Yeah, comes out nice and easy. Yeah, there we go. Right. Well, that's what was rattling. Looks like a little ball of solder. There's another bit there. Right, nothing else is rattling now. Just worried where that's come from. Right, well, I'm guessing the main problem with this then is this post. Because even with those bits removed, that's going to let air out where it's not supposed to be getting out from. And it's still going to make a trumpy farty noise. What can I do with this? Right, well, that came off far too easy. I think my best shot is going to be to glue this, clamp it, and then maybe melt the plastic, run the soldering iron over it and try and just bring that plastic closer together. It's quite thick, luckily. Let's see if I can get some glue in there and then clamp it together. Let me get a toothpick. Can't find any toothpicks, but I have found this rather lovely cocktail umbrella. Nice. Nice. Yes. smells delicious. It's actually not bad. That's actually pretty solid. Don't want to do it too much. Will that work? So there we go. I mean, it doesn't look pretty, but you're not going to see it. I think maybe if I support it with a bit of hot glue as well, I don't know, or maybe some epoxy. Maybe epoxy will be better. Found some epoxy. I'm not going to need a lot. We just need to cut off a little bit of each one. Oh, how do you use this stuff? Nice. Probably all I need. Right, now for the fun bit. Maybe I should have worn gloves. Oh, only another 4 minutes 30 seconds of this. 4 minutes and 29 seconds later. Nice. Definitely should have worn gloves. Right, like I say, I don't think I'm going to need a lot of this, but let's put some on. This stuff sets rock hard in a few hours, I think. So what I'll do, once I've finished just sculpting it around here, just going to fit the board back in and just make sure that it's not fouling. And I can leave it for a few hours to set. And hopefully it will work. Right, I actually left this overnight to harden fully. And that's the end result. Like I say, it's not particularly pretty, but it is solid. Solid as a rock. So I think that might actually be okay. So I'm going to try and pop this back together now. And I'm going to see what happens. And hopefully, when I come to put that screw in, it goes in nicely. But we'll see. Right, I think I've hit a problem. I think the post is slightly proud here. So when I come to screw this in, I think it's going to leave a bit of a gap. In which case, we're just going to have the same noise. So I need to remove some of this top part here. I don't know if you can see, it's just slightly proud of the shell. Anyway, let's do that before we carry on. I've just noticed here, it looks like it's been cracked there, doesn't it? Can you see that? Didn't notice that when I first took it apart. It's been glued there. And that is also sitting slightly proud, which is going to foul this. Let's get the Dremel out again. And there. Wow, why did I not notice this before? Right, that looks better. Let's try again. I'm not convinced. I still feel like it's slightly proud here. Yeah, it is, and it's going to let air out. Damn. Tell you what, I've also just noticed, that wire's loose. I don't know whether I did that. Oops. Ah, it's been resoldered here. That explains the bits of random solder that were in there. Right. Okay, I'm finally uncovering the prior repair attempts of this thing now. I wonder whether these wires haven't been routed back properly either, which is why it's fouling. Let's get that back on there first. Right, let's look at how these should be routed. Right, I think that might be okay if I can get, if the screw post holds up, There's only one way to find out, isn't there? Let's do this. I'm going to do that one last. I'm not going to fully tighten them just yet. Okay, this is the one. What do we think? Well, it's going in. Well, it's gone in. And it's solid. But is it still going to make that horrible noise? Right, let's do this. See if it powers on first and foremost. Yes, it does. Still doing it. Yeah, I can feel it escaping from here. Yeah, it's escaping. All the air is escaping from around here. Damn. I mean, what else can I do? Can I put some kind of silicone or some seal around this? I really want to get this working. This is a nice speaker, and they're worth quite a lot of money. I only paid £42 for it. And used these are going for £150, £160 on eBay. So I'd really like to get this working. Right, let's see if that screw post is still intact. Yes, it is. Right, I've got this butyl tape, I think it's called, which is used on door cards in cars. I think it's waterproof. It's awfully sticky stuff, but it is used as like a seal. So, I mean, I don't know. It's got to be worth a go. Right, there we go. I mean, it's incredibly messy stuff, but it's pliable. Let's see how we get on. I need to concentrate around this area here, but I'm going to do all the way around, I think. Very, very thin layer. I guess if you've got one of these that's making the farty noise, I mean, it might not be that it's broken like this one is. It could be escaping from anywhere. It could be escaping through these screw holes, for example. Anywhere the air is escaping where it's not supposed to, it's going to create that sound. Let's see how we get on with this. I can tidy it up once let's put the screws in. Right, let's give that a go. Alright, there we go. I mean, you can still kind of see it around the edges, but it's solid, it's sealed. Okay, here we go. Sounds pretty good to me. Nice. And now it's silent.